What storm are you bearing in your life? What storm are you carrying for somebody else? What storm in your life that you seem that you never can get out of the tempest toss of that storm? What storm? What storm are you holding on to? I want to challenge you today to like, subscribe, and share. More importantly, I want you to get through whatever storm in life you have. Let's get to it.
The Thought of the Week. Birthed in the pit of Reverend Leland Core's belly, this movement, The Thought of the Week, is designed to liberate our mind, cross racial differences, and create an atmosphere of unity, bringing peace and agape love into the atmosphere, while not forgetting to lift up our eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh our help. Now, let's hear from Reverend Leland Core.
I like the way Proverbs 16:3 puts it. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and he will establish your thoughts. Why are your thoughts so important? Because a writer puts it this way. Be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts will become your words. And be careful of your words, because your words will become your actions. And so be careful of your actions, because your actions become your habits. And so be careful of the habits that you have, because it will mold your character. And it's important to be careful of your character, because it ultimately shapes your destiny, your thoughts. So I need to continue to talk about this story, and I need you to understand you're visionary, and that you develop your vision from a visionary. And so they set sail around Atonement, as I said earlier, leading to go, or should have been going, to Rome. But they had a twisted agenda. I used Florida. I could use South Carolina. The tension is that they told everyone that they were sailing to take Paul and the other prisoners before Caesar in Rome. But when they left the dock, they had a whole different agenda. How many times have we followed a leader who said that they were going to do one thing, and they get out there and they change the paradigm and do something totally different that's against the creed of God, or against the assignment, more importantly. And so Paul finds himself in a ship, right, that's in a storm. And so we already have established that most storms come without warning. But family, I want to say step 2, when you're in a storm, then it's time to look to God and take your hands off the wheel. If you look at verse 18, you will see that the ship was being tossed and temporarily thrown around. Then it's not the time that when you're in a storm to try to guide the vessel. Then it's most important to let go and let God. I wished I could get some help this afternoon. How many of us have found ourselves following the wrong visionary? He leads us into a road of destruction, and we're trying to figure out what we need to do to get out of this storm. Then it's not time to take the wheel. You've got to let go and let God. When in a storm, we have already established that we need to, well, first we need to say most storms come without warning. We have also established that when in a storm, that we need to take our hands off the wheel. We need to take our hands off the situation, let go and let God. When in a storm, we understand that we are in storms sometimes of life, and these storms that we are in sometimes are not even our storms. And so we need to lighten our load. We need to lay aside some things that so easily ensnares us, as Hebrews says. Lay aside some things that so easily ensnares us. Sometimes we bring the storms to us because we're carrying other people's baggage. And because we're carrying their baggage, we're bringing their storms. I was reading somewhere where 87% 87% of every doctor visit that we go to, we're bringing someone else's stress into the doctor's office, and we're asking the doctor to heal us from somebody else's mess or stress. Think about that, family. How can the doctor heal what's not there? You're carrying this socially, you're carrying it emotionally, and you're carrying it physically in your mind. So lighten your load when in a storm. I'm surprised and I'm absolutely tickled about what my pastor emeritus taught us about storms. He said that most people you meet along the way, they are either in a storm, they are either coming up on a storm, or they just came through a storm. And so we have to be careful when we interact with people. We have to have a heart of God, because we never know where somebody else is in life. We just said most storms come without warning. We also said that when a storm cloud arises, that we have to let go and let God. And we said we must lighten our load. Until next week, my brothers and sisters, as you are storm chasers and storm trackers, God bless you, and I love you. Save the date as we partner with SS Takeover June the 21st through the 23rd at the Coleman's Power Sports at 435 South Washington Street in Falls Church, Virginia. Come on out, visit us at our tent so that we can talk to you and we can begin to let you know what our plan is to deal with the social injustice, the mass incarceration, but more importantly, the violence that is happening in our neighborhoods and across the country. We are moving in peace. The first move of peace is to bring down the guns and the killing. Come on out to our booth so that we can tell you what our plan is. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for people that are tired and want to help us labor to bring peace and solidarity into this country. Once again, God bless you, and I love you.